is no exception to that. I don't know of any of our members. There are a few, but when do you get time to work? Miss Gasline Dessources, how are you?
How are you, Eric?
I'm
Thanks for
good.
having me here.
Absolutely. Gasline is that person that understands that she needs to be in the room, and she is in, I think, almost every room, from down in Richmond Heights, Goulds, Bryan, Florida City, all the way up to Miami Gardens. She is there making it happen.
West Palm.
Palm Beach, as well as Broward. She is the one that understands, again, as I said, you have to be in the room. How we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm wonderful. Thankful for you guys and everyone else I'm connected to.
Tell folks, a little bit about yourself. I know you started your business. You were young when you first started thinking about what it is that you wanted to do
Yes.
in life, and here you are a couple years later, building this brand.
Yes.
Talk about your brand.
So I am the owner and president of Threaded by Lavish and also Lavish Touches Hair, located in the Richmond Heights, Florida area. I help men and women look and feel good with braid styles, hairstyles, and custom wigs for women suffering hair loss. It's all about transformation. Some people lack confidence, insecurity. So I try to make them look and feel good.
Yeah. You said you create hair for women with insecurities. I'm still waiting on my dress.
Right. I need a class. I want to perfect it before I hand it to you. And that's what I did when I started making the wigs. Like,
Right.
I started for myself, and then other people was inquiring, and I was like, I don't know if I could make it for you. And I had to learn, and it's just learning how to transfer their measurements to a canvas blockhead to actually make it so it's custom, a snug fit like this.
Right.
Yes.
And I know you talk about the fact that you make wigs for women who have health issues. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. So my mom, she has diabetes, high blood pressure. So I would do her hair, and I know I grow hair. Like Sabine would always say, I let my hands do the talking, and I have growing hands, and I believe in hair care first. And I noticed the hair loss with her first, and I wanted to learn how to make the wigs. And then it started with me in 2016. My hair, just one day taking my hair down, chunks of hair was falling out, thyroid. And women tend to go through hair loss with either medical issues, hormonal, stress related, especially after COVID, with, trying to be at home with the family or working. Stress can cause hair loss. So you have to be very mindful. And it's all about eating healthy, exercising, and knowing when to trim and cut off those split ends.
Right. Let's talk about the chamber. And I know you got engaged with the chamber on our it wasn't even Tuesday meetups. It was during the pandemic when we were meeting each and every day, providing information for not just our members, but for the community, because obviously you weren't a member at the time,
Right.
and how to access PPP and EIDL, et cetera, et cetera. What does the chamber mean to you?
It means everything to me. Like, because of you guys, I'm now able to obtain and have my own space. So you guys provide technical assistance with Mr. Matthew, different resources that come on these Zoom meetings, helping me elevate, grow. And it's not just with my business, personal as well. So I'm grateful for the connections that we have every week online, and when we meet in person throughout the different, events that you guys have, connecting with different either entrepreneurs that was there before me. When you have these events, I'm able to connect and collaborate with different businesses. And for me, it's all about partnership. So you guys provide partnership and collaboration.
Right. And, I always say, and you've heard me say, there are people who join chambers, and it's not just our chamber. There are many chambers. We got a Haitian American chamber. We got a Greater Miami chamber. We got a Chamber South. It goes plethora of chambers.
But you guys are different.
And I say we are as I say, the blue collar. We get down and into the nitty gritty of business. It's not just a social exchange. Um, a lot of people join chambers and they say they didn't get anything out of it.
You know why?
Yeah, tell them why.
Because they're only coming for the money. They coming for the grants. But if they put their time in like I did, I wanted to really understand. And you always mentioned back office, and you made me dig deeper. And I didn't want to have a space where I don't know how to operate my business. Like even before I opened, I made sure I was under the regulations, or at least the location was, before I went and, applied for permits and, knowing the different taxes that you need for that space or that entity. So, you guys provide great assistance, even if I want to apply for a grant or a capital. Mr. Matthew don't play.
Right.
He'll smile with you, but when it comes to helping you get your business in order, he's serious. And I'm grateful for you guys. I call y'all family. Like you're my dad, Mr. Matthew, my brother. Yes. So I'm grateful.
Yeah. It's great when I see individuals like yourself who understand that it doesn't happen because you want it to happen. You got to put the work in.
You got to put the work
and as I say, I see you putting the work in all the time. Talk about that, putting the work in.
Putting the work in, boy. Especially if you're doing it by yourself. I mean, it could be very challenging, but you got to push yourself. There's someone upstairs called God. You have to have trust. You have to have faith that whatever you put your mind, your heart to, it will happen. It's just not going to happen at the time you expect or want. We might get it and we might not be prepared. I remember when it was people before me getting grants and I'm like, I'm doing everything. It wasn't my time. And I realized it and I accepted it, but I congratulated those before me because they were doing what they were supposed to do. And I just had to work a little harder to get to where I wanted to go. And again, because you always speak about the back office, I make sure that that back office is in order to be prepared. I don't want to, how you said, get ready. Don't get ready.
When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
You don't have to get ready. So I try to stay ready. And that's why you guys see me in every room. It's not for me to be praised and worship or whatever, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to figure it out.
Right. I know that some big things happening for you now.
Yes.
And you've been at this grind. I mean, you got engaged with the chamber, as I said, during the pandemic. And obviously that was in 2020. Here we are in 2025. So it's been 5 years. And but we're going to take a little break. Okay. We'll be right back. We'll talk about, where you are now and where you're going. And be right back. We'll get a word from one of our supporters.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast-track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
And welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles. And this has been a quick 10 minutes with Miss Gasline Dessources. And she has something special to tell our audience. What's going on?
So now I have my own space.
Okay.
Located in the Richmond Heights, Florida area. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I now get to collaborate Lavish Touches and Threaded by Lavish in the space. I am now renting 2 chairs. So now I will have a full staff salon. Can't wait. I'm excited. And a grand opening within the next 2 to 3 months.
All right.
Yes.
So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
You can find me on social media at Wigs Threaded by Lavish on Instagram and Facebook. YouTube, Wigs Threaded by Lavish Touches Hair. And 786-234-9515.
Now, someone who is just getting started in business, what would you have to say to them?
Trust the process. Trust God's timing. God gave you that vision. You just have to believe and keep pushing, keep going, and learn your business. That's it.
Well, this has been Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. This has been a special episode, a quick 10 minutes with Ms. Gasline Dessources. If you want to know more about the Chamber, you can call us at 305-751-8648, or you can go to m-dcc.org. Thank you. See you next time.
Today, I stand before you, a proud graduate of Miami-Dade College and the 5th president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I'm honored to return to the college that prepared me to become a leader in our community, providing an education second to none. So I'm asking you to please tune in every Monday at 12 noon to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's Member Connection, as I interview members of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce on our Facebook page at Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce or our YouTube channel, Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. To learn more about the Chamber, please go to m-dcc.org or call the Chamber at 305-751-8648.